Hey guys, welcome back to the homestead. We're out in the garden today, and I wanted to talk about this drought, or whatever you'd call it, that we're in. We haven't had rain in, I don't know, 3 weeks, a month. It's been a while. We got some rain in the forecast, but you might wonder if, hey, it's not raining, do I need to water my garden? And I'd say the answer is maybe. We have been watering some, but probably not as much as you think. I hear about people trying to water their garden every day. I think that's a mistake. And it might not be that your garden doesn't need it, but hey, there's some ways we can not need to do it as much. And that main thing, let me flip you around and show you, is mulch. So I'm gonna do this bed. I was just watering our brassica bed over there. Check out how awesome that looks. It's not being eaten alive thanks to the wife's vigilant efforts of picking off the worms. We haven't sprayed it with anything yet, although I was tempted to do some BT. Anyway, back to this mulch. So I need to do some weeding in here, but let me pick a spot. And I don't think we've watered anywhere in here in at least a week. But let's see, let's pull this mulch back. This is all just like leaf mulch. Now, let me get my thumb in here. Now look at that. That is moist right underneath. This very top is a little dry, but it's not so dry that it's turned light colored yet. You get your finger in there and it is moist. And we have not, like I said, we have not watered this, I don't believe, in at least a week. We just got out today and started watering because I was weeding a little bit yesterday and noticed that, for instance, this garlic bed is a little dry. Yes, I know. If you might see this, I have scapes that need picked. I think we're gonna snip some of those off and might try eating those this evening. Anyway, this bed has much more leaf mulch on it than this bed does, and this one's getting a bit dry. I probably should add some mulch to that, although we're not terribly far away from harvest. Within the next month, probably. Like we usually harvest in July. But yeah, most of these beds, like this potato bed, I don't know. I haven't watered it in a while. I don't think Tanya has either. And yeah, it is moist right there under the mulch. So guys, you don't need to water all the time if you mulch. And mulch is cheap. This was all free mulch, just right from our yard. So, you know, mulch, keep that top layer of soil covered. And I mean, it hasn't been that hot here. We're lucky that this drought is happening in the spring when it's still pretty cool. We had some days in the 80s, not well for like a week or so, but like this last week has been high of like 70. So there's not a lot of evaporation happening. We're also having a lot of this haze. I don't know if you can see it in the background at all in the sky. We're having the smoke from the wildfires, which is helping reduce our like evaporative loss. I think anyway. It's not super sunny, although I think the wind must be blowing from a different direction today, because we actually have some clear skies, which is lovely because the last few days have been just so hazy from the smoke. Anyway, look at these little guys. These little squashies. These are Trumbashino squash, if I'm pronouncing it correctly. We've planted quite a lot of them. Not sure we needed that many, but we're gonna give them a go. They're gonna climb this. They are a very interesting squash, which I have not eaten yet, but have seen. So, yeah, garden's starting to grow. I think these peppers need some fertilizer. They're a little light yellow, or light green, but most of them are growing. If you got snipped off by birds or something, our onions still look terrible. They probably need some fertilizer. I don't know, look at this. We got 1 or 2 onions in here that actually look kind of okay. Like they might grow into something. Anyway, that's it. Mulch your garden. Get some free mulch. We really like, or the wife really likes, leaf mulch chopped up. We have a bagger on our mower, which is helpful. But leaves are free. They make great mulch and they break down really nice. In about a year, you won't even have it there. You won't even see it anymore. It just adds to the organic matter. You can use straw. Just make sure it's not sprayed with anything. At least nothing residual that will, you know, kill your garden later, because there are plenty of those. Grass clippings people use. I'm tempted to use some of those this year. I might give them a try. As long as your grass wasn't too tall, you shouldn't have really any seeds in it. And even if stuff germinates like out of straw, you'll get some seed left over. It's so easy to pull that stuff out because it's growing right up out of the mulch. It's not in the soil. It's growing on top of the soil, but just in the mulch. So it pulls out real easily. So anyway, that's a great way to save water, especially if you don't have like an infinite source of water, which most of us don't. Then have a great day, guys. And we'll see you guys on the next video.